Coming out of Baguio City, Gina Iniong is the latest hot prospect from Team Lakay to make her way to the PXC cage. A dangerous wushu fighter with a submission victory under her belt, Gina Iniong is eager to make a statement to PXC and the world as she takes a stiff test in the form of Nathalie Heidel. A Muay Thai fighter, Nathalie Heidel hails from France but trains out of Malaysia. A member of Fightcore MMA, Heidel is more than ready for her PXC and professional MMA debut, having trained under PXC stars Mark Mugen Striegel and Will the Kill Choke. Nathalie Heidel is ready to make Philippine MMA history as she faces off against Gina Iniong tonight at PXC's first ever female bout here in the Inaris Sports Center.
Now time to bring out the fighting ladies of the PXC. Let's do it. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of France, 5 feet 2 inches, 105 pounds, making her professional MMA debut. Please welcome to the Terror Dome, Nathalie Heidel.
Finally, the ladies take center stage dito sa Terror Dome. Nathalie Heidel making her professional debut.
Yes, and we see that someone walking behind her, familiar face there with Mark Striegel out of Fight Corps. This is the pinaka-first female PXC fight dito sa Pilipinas. And boy, I can't tell you how excited it is to finally see a new breed of fighters coming to us.
And the lady is certainly not willing to just let the guys have all the fun.
Yeah.
Nathalie Heidel, from what I hear, she has excellent cardio and is very good at the ground. So we'll see if she'll be taking down ang kanyang makakalaban na si Gina Iniong.
And now, fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of the Philippines, 5 feet 2 inches, 105 pounds, with a fight record of 2-1. She is a fighting Filipina. Please welcome to the PXC, Gina Iniong.
She comes out with thunderous applause. Gina Iniong, 5'2", 21 years old, coming out of the fabled Team Lakay.
Making history, my brother, making history. The first Filipina to set foot inside the Terror Dome. This is really exciting, and we get to be a part of this.
She is a comfortable striker. She's described as having a solid takedown defense. Her win in her record 1-1. Her win was actually via submission, so we will see how good Gina Iniong is. Of course, coming out of Team Lakay, you know that she will go out and explode against her opponent.
Yeah, both these teams right now, they look like they trained in Baguio. Team Lakay from Baguio, Fight Corps from Baguio. Let's see if this high altitude training is actually really good for the fight.
As you look at the Red Horse Beer tail of the tape, women's atomweight division, 105 pounds. Nathalie Heidel, the older fighter, pero same height, same weight. Magkakatalo dito, fighting style.
The Red Army is in the house tonight for the Red Hot Red de la Cruz.
Once again, thank you to our friends from FHM.com.ph and Premier Condoms, Red de la Cruz. Wingtip shoes and all, in all her beauty, gracing the Inaris Sports Arena. And her fans complete with banners, thunderous, and their chorus.
Female MMA fight here in the Philippines.
Round number 1, brought to you by Red Horse Beer, the #1 extra strong beer. Gina Iniong, Nathalie Heidel, the first ever women's PXC bout in the Philippines. Donnie Alvina, the referee.
Ladies of the Philippines, kung interesado kayo, if you guys are interested in learning about MMA, you can check out local gyms. You got Ultimate Fitness, you got Lakay and Baguio, you got Fight Corps. If you are interested in this, I encourage you. This is wonderful for the body. It's not just about fighting, pero it's awesome cardio, awesome physical training. Here we go. The first Filipina fighter, as she goes in with a straight right.
And Gina Iniong exploding with those lefts and rights. Nathalie Heidel trying to get a hold in.
Nathalie ate one right away as that came out of the center of the Terror Dome there. Now they're fighting for submission. You got a good Muay Thai knee there to the body.
At dito natin nakikita yung takedown defense. Ito si Gina Iniong.
Wow, Gina. Oh,
but just as I was saying that, Nathalie Heidel
careful.
finds a way to take her down. Score points para dito kay Nathalie Heidel.
Yep, and almost she's spinning out of there. She's a little high there. Nathalie is a little high on that neck, so she's going to be able to slip out, but not as slippery. See the difference between sweat and no sweat, partner James? That you stick when you are when you're not sweaty yet, so you got to be careful. She turned the right way for the arm, but she's going to go in again.
Try to go for an armbar here, but Gina Iniong ayaw ibigay sa kanya yung kanyang kaliwang braso.
Got
Doing some damage now with both fists.
Got side control here for Gina. Gina pulling it off, hitting with the right hand.
And it's obvious that Gina Iniong wants to ground and pound here in round number 1.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here as Gina continues to kind of turn with her. What Nathalie's trying to do is she got that arm almost. Nathalie's trying to turn with her so she can't get better position. If Gina can continue to churn, she'll be able to put that leg over and maybe stop to drop some elbows. It's very exciting, James. We're seeing first.
Still has that side control. Nathalie Heidel trying to take control of an arm. Gina Iniong staying busy with that right fist. She's trying to push off her abdomen. Pero Gina Iniong ayaw ibigay yung control dito kay Nathalie Heidel.
Yes,
3 minutes remaining in round number 1.
In wrestling, we call this a bridge. You're trying to bridge out of the situation. You're trying to push the opponent up and over your head so you can reverse and get back on the top of them or get back to a fighting position.
Gina Iniong seems to have something on her mind.
Oh, she's carrying more than a gym. This is the first for our country, so she's carrying her whole country.
She's trying to get that left arm now of Nathalie Heidel from this position while staying busy with that right fist.
Yeah, it's kind of like a half crucifix, what Gina's trying to do. So once she gets that arm pinned, she continue to beat on the face of Nathalie Heidel. So she has to be careful. Nathalie should keep that arm closer to her body so she doesn't get stuck underneath the legs of Gina. Speaking of female fighters, partner James, in the house tonight we have a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, Felicia Oi. She's here just passing through. She works for Big John McCarthy, and
welcome.
she just happens to be visiting here in the Philippines. She's in the audience, and I'm sure she's enjoying this Filipino fight. As she sees these Filipino fighters, maybe she wants to come here and do some seminars. I had an opportunity to talk to her. Pretty amazing to have that height of rank of a fighter here visiting and watching.
And I'm
Pacific
sure she is interested in what these ladies are trying to do here. Nathalie Heidel trying to go with an up kick. Gina Iniong, beautiful right hand. She has her knocked down. Iniong trying to go for a knockout early. Has her on the ground again. Nathalie Heidel stunned by that powerful right hand. She has that right arm in a lock with her legs. Staying busy with the left fist. Defenseless is Nathalie Heidel.
Nathalie's holding on for dear life, trying to pull out of it, but that arm is stuck. This is what I was telling you earlier.
Donnie Elvina stops the fight. And a knockout victory. Gina Iniong, a Filipina from Team Lakay, wins the first ever women's matchup here in PXC in the Philippines.
Filipinas, welcome to the PXC.
The crowd on their feet, united in their chorus. Gina Iniong wearing the Filipino colors proudly.
Is sold tonight at only 35 pesos.
Listen to this crowd.
Below zero. Red Horse Beer, the #1 extra.
A lot of love for this Filipina fighter. She's called the Fighting Filipina. And I would like to tell Asia that Gina Iniong is coming.
Fighting Filipina, Gina Iniong.
Listen to the ovation. Gina Iniong victorious. The first ever women's matchup in the PXC here in the Philippines. What a match we just witnessed. Crowd starting to chant Iniong. She will be interviewed by Uriah Vandervals.
Ito ay history na dito sa Pilipinas, yung pinakaunang Pilipina na pumasok dito sa Teodome at nanalo. Palakpakan natin! For those of you who speak English, Ladies and gentlemen, this was a history maker here tonight in the Philippines. The first Filipina to enter the Terra Dome and the first Filipina ever to win in PXC. Ano masasabi mo?
Masaya po dahil ako po yung unang babaeng lumaban dito sa PXC nanalo.
Wow. Sabi niya, wait, English. She said she is so excited to be here and she is so excited to be the first Filipina inside the Terra Dome. Let's go ahead and ask her what if this is something that has been a dream for a long time. Ito ba yung isang pangarap mo dati pa, magiging Filipina na female fighter?
Isa po ito sa pangarap ko yung maging kauna-una ang MMA fighter ng Pilipinas.
She says this has been a dream for a long time. She has always wanted to be the first Filipina fight. So ikot muna tayo. Let's look at this strong Red Horse Beer replay. Ito ang tama. Panunin natin. Let's take a look kung ano nangyari sa laban mo kay Nathalie Heidel. Wow, look at those left and right. Dati ka ba malakas sa manantok?
Vaccine po kasi yung background ko.
Okay, I asked Gina if that her arms and fists were hard-hitting, and she goes, it has been like that ever since the beginning. Wow. Yan lang masasabi ko. That's all I have to say is, you have knockout power. Ay, mga babae dyan, sino ba malakas dyan? Okay, Gina, I'm looking forward to kita tayo next time, okay? Congratulations.
Gusto ko lang po pala magpasalamat sa lahat ng sponsor ng Team Lakay, Coach Mike, Attorney Dante Bagsan, June Lapigdo, Coach Charlie, Doc Dave Gaclubao, at sa lahat po ng sponsor ng Team Lakay, maraming salamat po.
I want to say thank you to all the people that helped me get here. She says thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Gina Iniong.
And
Her fists have lightning speed. They have thunderous power. Gina Iniong, the fighting Filipina, victorious in PXC 41. More action in just a moment.